Um, I think I have a lot to say. Still not very sure on what to say. You guys deserve an explanation, and I think I should give it. Yeah. A lot of the things... This has to do with why I haven't been doing a whole lot recently. Or why I haven't been too invested in it. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And I really think I should just go down it. Like, the reasons why. And there's a couple of reasons. Because I feel like you guys deserve a reason why. Even my friends don't even know why, really. And in some ways, I don't know why. And I think this should be the way to do it. Because in reality, this is really... Well, I'll tell you why. So really, it's been a year from filming this right now from last year of when I did my last podcast. And I remember telling myself, after the French podcast, I remember I came up with that rule. Or before the French podcast, which was the last podcast I did. And I realized, because I got very inconsistent, as you can tell, because I made the rule, I was going to do a podcast every 2 weeks. And it was going to be every 2 weeks, basically. I think it was, at one point I said one beginning of the month and one at the end of the month. And I remember, I think I may have done that for a while. And, well, then I did the French podcast for a friend's birthday, which is today I'm filming. Again, this is one of the bigger reasons why I'm doing this. And, yeah, really. And the reason I haven't done the podcast is because it takes a lot of work to do one. Like, hold on a second. Over the course of, 2 weeks from now, in the past 2-3 weeks, I have created, 2 dockets, or if you don't know, dockets are where I put my news on, a list of, things to talk about, mainly in gaming. And the past 2 weeks, that I've had to, because I wanted to bring it back. I wanted to do it again, and I've had a new reason to do it, but I never, got into doing it. It's my fault. And it's not that I don't want to do it, it's just that I don't want to do it. It's a weird way like that. I do it, I want to do it, I don't do it. And I thought the whole point of having a podcast was I wanted to do this. I want to do it every week, because we've only had 11 podcasts, really. Every time when I first started out, I've done it every week, even if I couldn't do it at my own home, because I was scared that my parents would hear me. And I've always kind of had that stage fright thing, when I was just talking to myself, which I am doing now, which I've gotten better at, because now my mom's in another room, and I don't mind talking right now if everyone's occupied. I just felt kind of awkward, considering the way my parents are. And they're not bad people, they're just, they're very into what I, have in my passions. When I play my instrument, I'm afraid they'll hear me giving some weird comment, or if I have a girlfriend, same thing, which rarely happens, because, well, yeah. But I just kind of got, that sort of stage fright, which I've always kind of had, but just with my parents, because my parents are embarrassing. No, I mean, they're nice people, but they will embarrass me. Not in the whole, they'll exist, and by the end of the film, I'll have to remember that they're still, my family. No, they're you do this, they'll just kind of talk about it, and I always kind of try to get away from the subject of that happening. That's not why I haven't been doing the podcast, and another reason why I haven't been doing the podcast is because I've been tired. As you can see, my hair is all frizzled out, and all I've done today is just walked and went to school. Which, and which takes me a lot. Like today, I've had energy drink and I'm still like feel tired in 4 of my limbs right now, my legs and my arms. Like I feel tired because I had to walk like more than a mile today just to get home, and a lot's been going on also that I've conflicted with the podcast. And I've realized something when I do the podcast with other people, in which I have more fun doing it with like Michael or Kobe, and I have more fun doing the podcast with other people rather than doing it by myself. Because when I do by myself, you notice there's a little less jokes, there's more serious talking, and go a little rant. But when I do it with people, which happens here and there, but doesn't always happen entirely. I've never done a podcast really where it's just we've all done it, where it was all of us talking. And I feel like there's more fun with that because while there's less control, like I have more control when I do it by myself. Like as you know, I have my order of when things happen. I talk about my life for the first 15 minutes, and then I talk about news, and I wrap it up with whatever is going on. But when I have my friends, as you notice by some videos, it's always been... Hold on a second, there's a fire hazard going on. Sorry, there's a... You know when you get like a magnifying glass, and that kind of thing, that's kind of happening. That's not the point. Back on topic, I was talking about how it was a lot better. I have more control doing it alone rather than with other people. I always try to keep like a certain amount of time to a topic or talk a whole lot about my topic without trying to jump to another topic. Like a kid eating half a candy bar and throwing away before he eats the other candy bar. With doing it with friends, I've noticed that, but we've always been kind of rushed because of the situations we were in. The third podcast was the first time I did with anybody. That was a little off topic, but we were in a bad position, and we didn't even talk about news. We talked about our weeks, our lives, and the sound quality wasn't good due to the fact that we were in a room with, like 100 other people, literally. And then the next one we did was at school, and we felt rushed to do the news there because, we were in school, and it was lunchtime, and we only had a certain amount of time, and yeah. But there was less control due to time restraint. I've always wanted to do one where from beginning to end, for more than an hour, we do a podcast for more than an hour, where it's our formula where we talk about our week, how's our lives going in the past week, what have we been doing lately, and then talk about game news full circle rather than me say my opinion. Which is good to say my opinion, but I wanted more people in. I wanted Michael to talk about Infinite Warfare, or Kobe talking about what's going on with League, or something. I've always wanted to do that, but we've never been able to due to time or the positions we were in, or whoever wants to do it. And that's not saying that we never wanted to do it. There were beginnings to podcasts or to videos that I haven't recorded. I'll talk about the videos later. But there have been podcasts that I've recorded for the first 4 minutes or so, or a couple, even before I stopped doing them. But like recently, not recently because this was a couple months ago, when we went to Utah, I recorded 4 minutes of a podcast from Utah. That was 4 minutes, but it was in the middle of the school gym where we had Michael, and then Kobe came in, and then like our friend Sam did, which one of these days, because we've started a lot of podcasts, and I never really published them or finished them due to time, or whatever, me feeling tired, like I'm a growing boy, I feel tired, but I might just have to put a compilation of things that I started but never finished, which I feel would be fair to you to see what we've done, what we've tried to do, what I've tried to do with the podcasts, and so you know I wasn't just lazing around, because I do get lazy. I have a life, really, kind of, not really. That's another reason why I haven't been doing these, is because a lot's been going on in my life right now. I'm a teenage boy, I'm growing up, I'm a junior, I'm going to be a senior next year, and I have to prepare for that. I have to focus on my school, I have to focus on marching band season starting again. We're going not to just Utah, we're not going to Utah, we're going straight to Indianapolis, which is being in California. And I've never really, I haven't even posted a real video in a while since, I want to say, Thanksgiving. I've posted those the Walking Dead, series, and, me doing episode 1 through 5, but in reality, I just did that from episode 1 to 5, streaming it, claiming it to be a long episode, which was the original idea until my friend Kobe jumped in and it felt like a regular live stream, just put onto YouTube, which it was streamed off of YouTube during the Christmas time. And that felt better because we were on break, and during break I was going to start a lot more. I was going to post more videos just in general, skits, maybe. I'm not sure even. I'm still not even sure. I was going to have a new show I was going to do. I was going to start a Minecraft Let's Play because we sold out. That was going to be the episode 1. We sold out, or I sold out, or selling out. I had to do selling out because that's basically what you do. And that was going to happen. But again, during being Christmas, and I had some troubles in my life at the time, I just posted those up because those were easy. I woke up at 6. I just spent an hour waking up. I told my mom goodbye because she had to go to work. I walked my dog for an hour. And then I came home. I made hot chocolate in our Keurig machine or coffee, poured it into a cup, sat down, turned my console on, checked the audio settings, started streaming it, and was done in less than an hour, more than an hour. And then by the time it was done, I had the rest of the day to do anything. Because that's how it went down. And a lot of it's gone to me just streaming because it felt easy, and it was going to be easier just to stream, which almost was the case until I got inconsistent with streaming, and I never really set myself up for a schedule. I just kind of turned on my camera and turned on everything and started streaming, which was the case for a lot of things. And due to my lack of PS4 games and PS4 being the only way to stream, I've only streamed, really, Dark Souls. I streamed Devil May Cry, which I recently bought, and this is all on Twitch, which if you don't know my Twitch, I'll have to put a link down below or something. I'll have to put a link down below, and this is all just found on Twitch. And Dark Souls, of course, because you got to stream Dark Souls, and I've streamed Bloodborne. That was just recently, really. And I've streamed, I don't know, that's about it, really. I mean, I streamed Smite recently, from now, and you can watch the past broadcasts I've done, because that's the most really work I've done on the channel, but it's on Twitch again. I don't even remember the last video I posted for this channel, so, and it's not that I didn't want to, it's just time in my life. I have to worry about other things. Something came up in my life recently, I gotta focus on that, or I have to heal from whatever happened recently, because I live a sad life, unfortunately. I mean, not a bad life, I'm grateful to be alive, I'm grateful to live in a house with a roof over my head, but some things happen that I wish didn't happen, and my mind, I've been getting huge migraines and headaches, and I've always trying to look for my passion. I've been drawing comics, which you can see from these little bunny characters, kind of shows. I've been trying to look for my niche, my not niche, shtick, whatever, and it's not like I haven't been trying with the channel. I have been trying. I've had videos, I did a Scott Pilgrim review, I did 95% of a Phantom Pain review, and these were maybe back either in the summer. No, it wasn't the summer. It was in somewhere in the middle of before November, but it was during the beta for Battlefront. And then something came up, which I don't want to talk about, and after a while I just kind of gave up. I didn't give up on the channel, of course, but like I felt those weren't up to quality standards. I still need to find a way to do a review, which I will do one immediately after this video of one you'll see later on the channel, maybe. And yeah. So I'm trying, but I need help, really. I want to do a podcast with more people, because I feel when I do it by myself, I feel alone. Which I don't mind doing it myself. Well, I kind of do, actually. But with this way, if I do it with other people, I feel like I have more people to talk to, more people to agree with me on the spot, if you will. Or to have an argument with somebody, like an actual argument, instead of trying to find counter arguments like other people do. I just want to find an actual argument, which people will argue with me on some things. I want to do this more. This feels fun. This feels great in a weird way. And I don't want to be too preachy or something, but I want to see this expand. And for the people who watch me, who just go, if they're not my friend I know in real life, or me just kind of going, oh man, that was stupid 30 years from now. Yeah. I feel like you guys deserve that explanation. I felt that was fair. I feel like there's more I should talk about. And like, I've had videos recorded. There have been ideas. There have actually been, like, I completed that Scott Pilgrim review. The books, at least. I've almost completed the Phantom Pain review. They were recorded, they were done, solid. Then I never published them because I feel like they weren't quality. Which, from this channel, you wouldn't think quality would matter. But it kind of did. And just been doing a lot of live recently. Again, marching band's a thing. I was tired, even at the time. I haven't gotten around to it. I can't even, like, there are days where I can't even do my homework, let alone do a podcast. So what I'm going to try to do is, I'm going to give this week, the rest of the week off. Starting next week, I'm going to try, I say try, if I am with a huge try, I'm going to try to do the podcast with different, like, other people, like, group. And if I can't do it with a group by, let's say, Sunday, then I'll just do it by myself, because I don't think it's fair to hold back my inconsistency of anything to hold back entertainment. And I'm gonna try to do this bi-weekly, or if I can do it weekly, but I'm trying to go for bi-weekly, which seems fair, you know, rather than what it was before, which I'm just all over the place. And I want the quality to be better, which you guys deserve a little better. All, 30 of you? I just wanted you guys to know where I've been, what I've done, what I'm doing, and why I haven't been around lately. So, yeah. It's been fun. It's been great. Yeah. Bye.